So today I'm going to show you how to open up a PDF directly from your Google Drive and modify it with Cami. On the upper right hand corner, you have this waffle that will open up a menu of Google Apps if you click on it. And I'm going to select my Google Drive. So here we go. It should open up momentarily. And in my Google Drive, I'm going to search for a PDF that we can modify with Cami. So I've spotted one right here with my book report podcast. And instead of double clicking on it to open it up, I'm going to right click on it. And a menu of options is going to open up, but we want to hover over Open With, and then it'll show you all the applications that Google Drive offers to open up the PDF, but I want to modify it with Cami. So I'm going to select Annotate with Cami. So now Cami, which is the extension that we've gone ahead and installed into our Chrome browser, and I showed how to do that in a previous video. Cami is opening up that PDF document that was saved in my Google Drive, and now we can see it appear in our workspace. On the left-hand side, you have a panel of tools that you can use to modify this PDF. So I think the most common one we're going to use is the text box. I'm going to click on text box, and you can adjust the font size, you can hover over the colors, and you have a palette of colors that you can use. I'm going to use this orange one, and then I'm going to use my cursor to place the text box where I want it. I'm going to type in, my name is Allie the librarian, and I will be talking about Throne of Glass. Okay, one of my favorite books. So just like in other applications, once you see these little arrows up and down, you can move your text box to wherever you want, and you can extend the text box as you want. So very similar, same features from other applications that you're probably familiar with. Other tools that I really like about Cami is the drawing tool. So I'm going to go ahead and click on drawing on the left-hand side. You can adjust the thickness of the stroke by going to this little drop-down menu. I'm going to stay at 8, and then I'm going to choose this hot pink because it's going to be Valentine's Day, and I'm going to draw a heart. Mouse drawing is not very convenient. It's so much better if you have an Apple Pencil and iPad, but right now we're dealing with a laptop. So now on this square, I want to demonstrate to you how to use the shapes. So I'm going to click on shapes, which is right under drawing, and you can adjust the thickness of the shape. I'm going to change it to 4. I'm going to grab lime green, and I'm actually going to use a triangle because I want you to see that when you make a triangle, you actually have those measurements. You have the angles, the measurement of the angles, and I think that is just the tops. So I'm going to leave that there. But notice we still have this plus sign that is taking the place of our cursor. So if we click down on the PDF again, it's going to create another triangle. To get rid of this shape cursor, you're going to go to the left-hand side and select at the top so that your cursor can go back to normal. A great option here that I want to show you, it's the last thing I'm going to show you, is adding media. So on the left-hand side, you can select Add Media, and you can reach into your computer, into your Google Drive, or you can search directly into Google, which is what we're going to do. And in the search bar, I'm going to type in book because that's what I want to insert into my PDF. And I'm going to click this particular clip art and then click on Select. And it's going to ask me just click wherever you want to drop this photo. So I'm going to drop it right here. Boom. And you can also use the drag feature to make it smaller, make it bigger, whatever you want to do. I think we're ready to save this PDF. So now I'm going to go to the upper right-hand corner and go to this little floppy disk here and click on Save. You have the option to download this directly to your computer, or you can save it directly to Drive. I always like to click on Save Now and then My Drive to make sure that it has saved into my Google Drive. So now it's doing all of its updating within Google Drive. And if I click on my book report podcast, it doesn't show it, but it's going to appear right now. There it is. So here are all our modifications, and it's ready to submit to your teacher if that is what your assignment requires. So I hope you enjoyed this video of showing how Cami is used, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.